So hello students, welcome to YourPedia Education. Today it is a very important moment for all of us because Dr. Navjeet Bagga from School of Electrical Sciences, IIT Bhubaneshwar. Okay, he is with us and many students are with us today in this meeting. So this is one kind of special meeting. Directly students are interacting with Professor Navjeet Bagga, and a lot of things they are going to learn through this meeting. So, sir, first of all, most welcome on this YourPedia Education's platform to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we will have many questions for you in this session, and students will also have many questions with you, sir.
So, I'll try my level best to answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So let us start this discussion. So first of all, sir, we want to know about your career journey.
Okay. So first of all, a very good evening to all of you. My career journey actually started from 11th class. Before 10th, before 11th, I was just no issues, nothing, no worries about studies and all. But in 11th class, I changed the school. And my uncle was there in the school itself. He was a teacher in commerce. I took mathematics, and just to get the impression, or you can say, just to see the proud in your parents, I started studying. And I was the topper throughout my 11th, 12th, complete BTech, MTech, right? So being a topper is a very nice thing that motivated me to study further. And still, I do have a very small story. Of BTech second year. I did my BTech from Government Engineering College, Bilaspur. Then my master's from Jadavpur University, Kolkata. PhD from IIT Roorkee. And then I went for a postdoctorate to Germany, Karlsruhe, Germany. I was there for more than 6 months. Then I came back. I joined IIIT Jabalpur as an assistant professor. I worked there for more than 2.5 years. And recently I joined here at IIT. So now you can say I'm a kind of satisfied person.
Yes, sir. So, sir, this is a very beautiful journey, and it is a big source of motivation for students also. So this Bilaspur is in Chhattisgarh, I think, right, sir?
Yes.
So from State Government Engineering College. So your BTech branch was electrical or electronics and communication?
No, electronics and telecommunication. There it was electronics and telecommunication. So more or less same with the electronics and communication.
Okay. And then your MTech branch?
It's the same again, electronics and telecommunication engineering.
Okay. So
then I went for PhD and I did my PhD in microelectronics and VLSI.
So generally after BTech or even after MTech, students want to go for job. So what motivated you to join this PhD program in IIT?
See, it's completely depend on the circumstances. I cannot say or any claim to anybody that he or she should interest only in the higher studies or in the job. It depends on the circumstances and the motivation. So again, you came up with that question. So I can say you a small story. In a second year BTech, I was standing outside my HOD's room. Unfortunately, he's not here. He died in COVID. But I was standing outside just to take a signature on a paper. Then he said, "You come after a few minutes." I went again and he said, "You come after a few minutes, I'm busy." Then I don't know what striked in my mind. And I said, no, whatever it will happen, I just want the doctor in front of my name. So it's the journey started from that day only that no, whatever it will be the situation, I'll do PhD. So that was the first, you can say, kickstart in my life. Then I motivated towards electronics engineering. Then I went to Jadavpur University, where I met excellent and great senior professors who were working in that area. Then I joined IIT Roorkee under my professor, Professor Dasgupta sir. And I learned a lot from him. And not only about the technical things, about the life philosophies as well. So we'll talk later about in the subsequent questions about those stuffs as well.
Okay. So, sir, you have spent some time in IIT Bhubaneshwar.
Yes.
So why students if we talk about from the students' point of view, so why students should join IIT Bhubaneshwar for their higher education, according to you?
Okay. So first of all, I would suggest that, I mean, again, in a different diplomatic way, it's really not important to go into IIT. If you're not getting, it's okay, simply okay. You are a good human being, it matters a lot, right? But still, if we compare with the new generation IITs, with the old generation, there is no comparison actually. With every institute, we do have some pros and cons. If we compare with the second generation new IITs, then I feel the Bhubaneshwar, if we talk about the Bhubaneshwar, then city is very good. We are in plains, not like in hills, Mandi, Jammu, it's outskirts. Education-wise, we do have 7 schools. We are providing a good number. We do have a good number of faculties. We do have a good number of talented faculties, I can say, because they have done their PhDs from foreign and good universities. Recently, a new director came, and the complete map of IIT is getting changed now. So we are providing enough number of branches like basic sciences, earths and ocean, climate sciences, electrical sciences, mechanical infrastructure, material and metallurgical engineering. So we do have those branches specifically for BTech, for MTech, PhDs, dual degrees and all. So yeah, those who like this city, those who like the education, we can, and we do have a good collaboration as well as compared to other IITs. Do have a very great government projects on electrical engineering. So obviously we are doing good, I believe.
So IIT Bhubaneswar has not started MS program yet, no? They're offering MTech and PhD right now.
Yeah, we are. I actually, honestly, it's just 4 months ago only. I joined. It's only 4 months, but I heard this is a planning of to start a MS program as well. By this year, I guess we are going to start a new MTech in VLSI also, VLSI in integrated circuit and devices. By this July, we are going to plan to start a new MTech in artificial intelligence. Planning for new dual degree course for electronics and computer science. So that's what I know about my own school. So we do have here a School of Electrical Sciences, out of which we have 3 branches: electrical, electronics, and computer science. These all 3 branches are coming under the same.
Okay, but if someone want to study VLSI, he can study right now also.
Yes, we do have a good number of courses in BTech. If anybody wants to join as an MTech by the GATE score, he can apply I think the application date is also over, I believe. If not, he or she can apply by this, and by this July only we are going to start about the new MTech on VLSI.
So sir, now we want to know about your current research areas, on what areas you are currently working or you have planned to work in future.
Okay, so I'm currently working in semiconductor devices area, where we are working on the emerging devices. Currently I'm working in nanosheet transistors, FinFETs, biosensors, with which we can make small biosensors or a hydrogen sensor based on field effect transistors. Other aspects of the important aspects of the reliability of the device. So I'm working on self-heating reliability. These all are the maybe it seems somehow fancy words, those who didn't understand about the BTech students. But yeah, this self-heating, random dopant fluctuations, and all those stuffs which comes under the category of reliability of the device. So I'm working in that. Apart from that, I'm working in ferroelectric memories, negative capacitance, field effect transistors, and all. In future, I'm planning to collaborate with foreign institutes. We do have some, I do have some collaboration also. Yesterday only I started one new collaboration, or the talk of that collaboration, with some University of Glasgow and the UK.
So yesterday you have done this. So first of all, congratulations for that collaboration.
I hope this collaboration will work.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely it will work. So sir, emerging nanoscale devices. There is one area mentioned on your profile, emerging nanoscale devices. So can you tell us about some nanoscale devices? What are emerging nanoscale devices?
Currently, we are working on nanosheet transistors. FinFETs, it is already accepted in global market. FinFETs, we do have 10 nanometer FinFETs. Intel is working in 5 nanometer, and it is also 7 nanometer, 3 nanometer FinFETs also. But recently we found that the nanosheet transistors do have potential to overcome all the barriers which we found in FinFETs. So currently people are working in nanosheet transistors. I believe this is the latest device we can study on.
Okay. So, sir, you have told us about the research areas in which you are working.
Yes.
Now, when we talk with students, majority of the students want to join this VLSI.
Okay.
They don't know much about VLSI, but everyone want to join VLSI only.
Okay.
So, according to the future, if they will join some MTech or MS or PhD, after 2 or 3 years, they will complete it. So, by keeping that in our mind, okay. So, what are the important areas in which the upcoming students who will join different institutions must think to work?
So one question shall I ask, that you said that you found that a lot of students are willing to join VLSI, right? But this
Yes.
trend came last year only, I believe, right?
Yeah, from last
earlier,
year.
If you put the record, the electronics communication engineering go down because the Indian government was not taking any initiative on this. But right now, Indian government, I think you know about the this Indian semiconductor mission and all. That came in last year only. So Indian government also got to know that if we want to lead in the market or in the world, right, we need to invest something in semiconductor. And that's what Indian government already taken the initiatives. So when that agenda or that things came into the market, right, all of them are get inclined into the VLSI. Even we do have students who are not having background from VLSI, but they are willing to join VLSI just because they are expecting that, yes, a good future is coming in India for VLSI system designers. So this is indeed a very true statement because we are expecting by 2025, we are getting a good number of jobs with a good number of research area in VLSI. As of now, we can see if we talk about the VLSI industry, it will operate in a very different levels, right? So one, if we'll make a rough bar chart, then it stands from the specification. Then we'll go for architecture level. Then we'll go for physical behavioral level. Then we'll go for sign-off level. We'll go for this tape-up level. Then we'll go for fabrication, and all those stuffs will happen, right? Then testing. So at each and every step, we need manpowers, right? So if it depends again on the skills, it depends on the interest. Like yes. If you talk personally about me, I'm very much interested in the devices. So I'm not going, or it's not like I do not have much knowledge about the circuit, but I'm not interested in that one. So if someone is working in that circuit part, I need the support from that circuit, and obviously the circuit part needs support from the device person. So it's a mutual thing, which is very important. So it depends on the interest and depends upon the availability of the manpower. One can go in maybe fabrication aspects, maybe the RTL design aspects, the behavioral aspects, the device part, right? So these are the possible outcomes or possible ways where they can go for VLSI industry.
Okay. And sir, one more question. Suppose students want to join this VLSI branch or any related branch like integrated circuit. So what are the expectations of professors at different IITs that their students coming for these courses at least must have basic knowledge in these areas? So can you tell us about such important areas?
To be very honest, as per of my understanding, again, because it depends what the professor want from that student for a particular period. Suppose I'm taking one MTech student for 1 year only, right? So I do have something in my mind with the discussion of that student, and I'll do that job, right? If I'm going to a design level, so at that particular period, if it is very good in the coding, if it is very good in the design level, I will not ask much about the basics, right? But again, is if you consider my research area, I will basically consider about the EDC, what we call as solid state electronics. In some courses, it is EDC, electronic devices, circuits, and all, where we basically learn about the PN junction diode, BJTs, MOSFETs, and all. If you have a, it means if you are going for a VLSI domain, you should have a very much high command, I can say, on PN junction diodes, MOSFETs, at least on the MOSFETs, right? Because I personally saw that people do not have much knowledge on the MOSFETs. They are doing excellent work in their domain. But if in the interview, in some panels, if you ask basic questions on the MOSFET, they are not going to answer. I mean, they are not answering well. So that is not up to the mark for me. I mean, depends on the faculty. Again, I'm saying depends on the situation where they are leading. Some are doing a very excellent job in some biosensors and all, but they are not having good background of the circuits. So I can name few of the subjects which is very important as per of the BTech point of view. One is EDC, if the student is interested in VLSI. One is EDC, electronic devices circuit, the basic device part. One is analog analog circuits, digital circuits. So these three, I personally feel these are very important core courses, right? And then apart from that, the basic knowledge of network theory, basic knowledge of electromagnetics, basic knowledge of mathematics, these are very important. Because at every step, you need these three things. You need to solve those equations, circuits, KVL, KCL. So those stuffs are very important. So that's all about the basic. And then when you time process, a lot of new elective courses and advanced courses are now encountered in various IITs, various non-IITs also. You can opt for that and you can.
Yes, sir. So, sir, in this meeting, we have some students who are from other branches also.
Okay.
Like there may be some students from mechanical or any other specialization. So in IIT Bhubaneshwar, other than School of Electrical Sciences, can you tell us any basic idea about other departments?
As I said, I cannot claim much, but yes, we do have departments. The intake I cannot say now, but yeah, there is already. I mean, the mechanical branch is there. The School of Mechanical Sciences is there. The School of Infrastructure is there for civils. The as I named, the School of Metallurgical and Minerals and all those stuffs are also there. I mean, I can just rename it completely. It is School of Mineral, Metallurgical and Material Engineering. It is there. School of Humanities, Social Sciences and Management is also there, where people are doing PhDs and MTechs in literature, in language like English or something. They are also doing that. We do have some one School of Earth, Ocean and Climate Science also, where they are studying about the flood, drought and all those. But so, I'm sorry, but I do not have much.
Sir, suppose there is some students from mechanical background.
Yes.
And in college, he has joined through mechanical GATE score. But now he has got interest in VLSI domain or any chip related domain. So is there any scope for such students?
I cannot claim much about the degree, what the degree he'll get. But yes, for the learning point of view, he can join an interdisciplinary course as electives. So if suppose in an electronics branch, I am floating a subject, right, for MTech students as an elective. So this is elective. If it is interdisciplinary, one MTech mechanical student or civil student can also join and can learn about the VLSI related stuff. Like suppose one AI and ML course is floating, and AI and ML I'm also using in my devices. A person who is working in computer science is purely using AI and ML. One student who is working in civil is also using AI and ML. So there is an interdisciplinary course is also there. So a student from different branches can also join that course and can complete. But I cannot claim that a that a mechanical student will get a VLSI degree or not. I think it's not possible. It should go through some possible gateway.
Okay. And sir, one more question. We divide VLSI in two domains: hardware VLSI and software VLSI. Because we have some in computer science also some part of VLSI that generally we call software VLSI. So any idea about that? You want to tell us anything?
As I said, there is a very hierarchy of those stuffs. I mean, when you are going for a VLSI industry, it should be it should have a very hierarchies, right?
Yes.
So suppose I come up to you and I say, yes, you design a chip for me, right? So first you will specify, or at the architecture level, you will design this type of blocks that will come into picture, right? Then you will do some codings, right? Like RTL coding and behavioral coding. You will do some Verilogs, VHDL language codings and all. Then you will verify whatever with the chip is actually coming into the fabrication, it's working or not. Then again, there is a testing engineers which actually verify your prediction that yes, this is the blocks you are connecting and it is come out to be, right? Then it will go to foundry. Finally, the chip will come out. Again, the chip will get tested. So it's come out all those, the inclusion of hardware, software. Like also I'm working in some simulation tools. So I'm just predicting all the exact behavior of the device, how it will with the all conditions. Like I can vary my temperature, ambient temperature, and I can predict what is the behavior of this. So let's say I'll put extreme temperature range of, let's say, 4 Kelvin in a cryogenic temperature. So I'll put that in simulation tool software and I'll predict what is the behavior of this. This is just a prediction based on software. If I'll be verified with my results, I'll send it to another higher level. That can be verified, then it's another higher level to the fabrication. So it's like dependent on all those hardware.
Yes, sir. So, sir, now I'm going to open this session for students also. We also have
I got
some
few questions
important
also.
questions. Yeah. So now, students, one by one, you can ask your queries with sir. Akash, yes,
Hello, sir.
yes.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello.
So, my name is Vishweet Patil. My background is I'm a BPharm student and I have given GATE from the life science.
Okay.
So, is there any opportunities for the non-GATE qualified student?
Right now, no. Few non-GATE qualified, they are not, the IITs, NITs, they are not taking. But yeah, few triple ITs, I mean, which comes under the PPP mode, they do have some provision of non-GATE qualified student also. Few universities, if I'm not wrong, BITS, VITs, they will take their own personal interview and written. Based on that, you can join in. But again, yeah, but it is again a self-sponsored. You will not get stipend on that if you are not GATE qualified.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, Akash.
Hello, good evening, sir. My name is Akash
Yes, good
Shekhar.
evening. Good evening.
Sir, actually, I read some of your latest research papers, and I had two questions related to that. So the first question is, sir, so you are focusing on self-heating effect or in the FinFETs, right?
Yes.
And because SOI, the silicon on insulator is not good, so you are using something like diamond carbon sheets like that.
Right.
So it hit me that it is is it like graphene, because graphenes are also carbon sheets?
Right. So I'm not using that. Yeah, but it depends on the what kind of thermal conductivity you are getting and which purpose you are using. So in graphenes, you'll get, I mean, if it's a 2D material, right, you can use. But in that paper, what you are talking about, it recently came. In that, we placed a diamond sheet just because diamond is having a higher thermal conductivity. So if we do have a higher thermal conductivity, then
Yes, sir.
whatever be the heat flux will come into the device, right? It will actually get path with that box layer of the diamond, and the heat will go to the substrate and ultimately will get a lesser heat. So we, if you can check also that paper will get a lesser amount of heat in that.
Yes, sir. Actually,
Right.
I
So
did not read the whole
ultimately
paper. I don't have access. I only read the abstract.
Okay. You just mail me up. I'll send you the paper.
Okay. So
Right.
you talk about thermal effect and heating effect. So in this research, so thermal effect, it strikes me that it is job of mechanical engineer, and the graphene sheet is job of materials engineer or chemical engineer. So what is the pedigree of electronic engineers in this?
No, I mean, who said the thermal is only the mechanical engineer? You are using your mobile phone, right? You use
Yeah.
your mobile phone for 2 hours. It will heat up, right?
Yes, sir.
Here comes the electronics. You need to understand why this heating is up, heating is increasing. When you just charge this, the phone is still there, right? You are using that phone. There is no external battery and all. I mean, you are not charging even. but still the phone is heat up, right?
Yeah.
So there is a thermal effect come into your electronics, right?
So I guess mechanical engineers handle that, don't they? Or
If you don't know
electronic
the
engineers
MOSFET,
have
how
to
will you handle? No, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I cannot I cannot say that a mechanical engineer cannot do. But I'm saying if he will not do the basic MOSFET study, how he'll know? Do you know what is there in the mobile phones?
uh,
Have you seen
like,
your remote or your motherboard?
yeah, sure.
Small ICs are there, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Each IC do having a billion of transistors in it, and I'm working in that one single transistor, right? So
Okay.
if I do not know the basic physics or basic understanding of the transistor, how could I claim that this device's IC is working? I can only do one thing. If I'm a mechanical engineer and I do not have a basic background of MOSFET, I can buy a IC from the market, I can plug it, right? But I do not know what is happening inside this. So I'm understanding what is happening inside this.
Yes, sure. Okay, so you pick these up like while doing your MTech and PhD. Okay.
Sorry, please come again.
No, I mean like you pick up these basic interdisciplinary knowledge during your PhD and research, right?
Yes, it comes like during it started from MTech. I completed MTech in the tunnel field effect transistor also, tunnel field transistor, and then I moved for the PhD again in the same domain. When I was in Germany, I changed my domain just to widespread, and then when I joined IIIT again, I gave some widespread, and now here again I'm started to doing in cryogenics and memories. So it's like you need to do some brush up daily, right, to cope up with the market or the research industry.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Pritya Basu.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
So my question is that I have appeared for GATE and I have qualified in electrical engineering. So as you told that we have to know certain basic subjects like EDC and analog and digital. So in our tenure of the GATE period, we didn't study about EDC. So for an electrical engineer to go into the VLSI domain without studying EDC, what would you recommend about that? Means
Without studying ADC, I mean, see, honestly, one of my MTech student is from electrical background, but he's doing good. He is working hard. He came up and I just gave some video lectures, some books. He's reading the EDC. EDC in that sense, you at least if you're going in a VLSI domain, right, you should have a basic knowledge of the MOSFETs. That's what my thing is. And I simply say, if you are very good at PN junction, right, you can expand that knowledge into MOSFET, into BJT, because if you see your MOSFET, it is having nothing but a PN junctions only, right? N plus P, P, N plus. So
yes,
if you are very good at PN junction, so in every of my class, I took, I think 5 times till my joining, I took this course 5 times. And in every class, the first session is only you, if you are good at PN junction, you can expand your knowledge of PN junction in your MOSFETs, in your BJTs, in your tunnel diodes, in your pin diodes, etc. Right. So it should be very important that you should be very good at PN junctions.
sir. If we are applying for another interdisciplinary program, means in IITs there is a intake branch called microelectronics and VLSI. If we are not getting that branch due to our GATE score, what other branches do you recommend so that we can make a profile good in VLSI?
What other possible branches are there? Like if we see in our IIT, it is having communication, signal processing, power electronics. So these things, if once you get into that branch, right, the degree will come up with that branch. I mean, the specialization will be come up with that branch. So getting my point, if you get into communication, it's really difficult to mold that thing in VLSI.
So there are no means interdisciplinary way in these programs that we can.
No, it is there. It is there. In our school, I think it is not. In our IIT, it is not there. But in some, it is there. Like you can join School of Nanosciences. Some.
So you are not. No.
Navjeet sir, you are not audible right now.
Yes.
He muted actually himself.
Hello, now I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you are
Yes,
audible.
sir. Yes, sir.
Right. So I was saying, like in old IITs, in the matured IITs, there is some other branches interdisciplinary, like nanobiosciences, nanosciences, School of Nanosciences are there, where you can join under this nanoscale for, and you can expand your knowledge on VLSI and nanoscale devices, right? But as of now, if you're talking about IIT Bhubaneshwar, you need to go into that branch only. I mean, the integrated and microelectronics branch.
Sir, in
So
some IITs,
rather filling the forms, right? Sometimes when you are, suppose you are filling a form of CCMT for NIT selection, right? So if you are concerned about the branch, you need, and if you are not getting microelectronics in a top NIT, then you need to sacrifice with either of branch or the college. It
yes,
happened
sir.
actually. I saw many of the cases. Yeah.
Sir, in some of the IITs, they offer a branch called Embedded Systems and Control. How to relate that to VLSI? It is means we can make a profile in VLSI in that.
Again, I cannot claim much, but yes, that the thing came when I joined here. One of the faculty here is working in control systems, and I'm working in VLSI. So we had a talk that yes, we can write a project, joint project on that. So right now, but he gave me the idea, though. That's what I'm saying. He was in industry and in a control systems. What is happening? Suppose uh, uh, a wind system, I mean, a wind, what I can say, electric wind pipe is there, right? And you want to control that system using your controllers, right? So based on the controller design, you can use your VLSI. So I'm sorry, I don't know much about this, but that's what we have discussed based on the controls and VLSI.
So what
Okay.
is the current placement scenario for these interdisciplinary domains and also about the VLSI domains in IIT Bhubaneswar? And if you know another IITs also, you can share.
It is, see, IIT Bhubaneswar, again, I cannot say but much because it's only 4 months I joined. But other IITs, other in the sense, I can tell you about IIT Roorkee. It was very nice. One of my friend is working in Intel. One is ST Microelectronics. One is Micron. So I'm just telling about those who are working in the core company of VLSI. So, and they are doing in some very handsome salaries. They are doing extraordinary works. They are, one of my friend is working in Intel. He is working in 3 nanometer or less than that, right? So Intel is, this is the future of Intel, which is even not come into the market, but they are working in some RTL coding, design, and all those aspects. So yes, the industry life is very lavishing because you'll get the cutting edge technology, which is directly in touch with. But academician, I believe, we are a step back because we are providing a support to those candidates, support to those things, but we are not exactly connecting with the industry, even if we do not have a good amount of projects, which is actually concerned with the industry. So if you're a pure academician, you are not having collaborations, then you are doing your research, it's good, but it's not the research which is a leading edge, right? So yeah, there is a different lifestyle of academicians and this also. Yeah, there is a placement, good placement are there in industries based on VLSI. I'm saying also of IIT Roorkee only, but obviously in IIT Bombay, IISc, it will be more. Sure.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
now, next student, any girl candidate? Anyone from girls? Any question you are having in your mind? You can directly ask to sir right now. Okay, Gautam.
Hello, sir.
Neeraj, yes.
Yeah, hi, this is Neeraj. First of all, thank you, YourPedia, to providing this interactive session. And thank you, Dr. Bagga, for this such a great interactive session. So actually, I did my MTech in, computer science, but now I want to switch my, to VLSI. Okay. So I was going through your profile and I saw you worked on FinFET. Okay, so can you please tell me what is, like brief out what it is and provide us some glimpse on that so that I can, tackle that whether it is good for future or not. Just a glimpse
So
I want.
you have done your this MTech from this computer science, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
did
I'm
it
working.
from,
Yeah, I am working in
yeah,
FinFET.
from
FinFET
separate,
is
yeah.
nothing but if you haven't heard about this FinFET, then I can say The FinFETs, MOSFETs, and all those transistors are nothing but a switch. In your daily home, what you are using with the switch? Just turning on when the light will get on, and turning off the light is off, right? It's the same work. Your transistors are working in ICs, right, or integrated chips, right? So whenever you want to control those flow, you are using it on, or you are turning it on the devices, and you are turning it off when you don't want those conduction to flow, right? So FinFET is one of the devices where we have a higher gate control over the channel. So we are getting a good amount of control over the channel, or you can say the conduction in a simple lame language. Now come to your question. If you are from computer science background and you want to switch in VLSI, there are really a large amount of scope, because as I said, the VLSI domain is completely depends on the hierarchy, where it depends on the codings. We do have a lot of work. Even I am working in Python, Perl. We do need this kind of scripting just to convert those codes in different languages, or the TCAT compatible, you can say, right? Another way I personally feel, and I'm looking even for the students, if I'll get some PhD students from this crowd only, that would be nice. I'm looking for to amalgamate my artificial neural network with my devices. That is the future, you can say. The people in abroad, they already started their plenty good of work. We also did some work, but yes, still I'm having loose of scope of students. If I'll get it, I'll start that actively, the amalgamation of AI part, ML part into my devices, in the semiconductor devices. Here comes your role, right? If you are a computer science engineer, definitely you have done your AI and ML good. And to be honest, I'm not good at AI and ML, right? But I'm learning. So I need that support from the student, and that it's the amalgamate part, and it will help you in the VLSI industry.
So just last question, sir. So is there any, yeah, thank you very much. So just last question, is there any scope in the IT sector for this, or I need to do some PhD and then post, and I need to join some other institute for the teaching?
You can go in IT side, IT sector in the sense you can, if you are interested in.
I mean, in R&D or something, or something. Okay.
It is there. One of my MTech student from he is there in ST Microelectronics. He is working, and one of my MTech student is working in AMD. So he was designing of the DRAM and all. So he's just an MTech student. Okay. He didn't complete his he didn't join the PhD, and he after MTech only he got placed, and he's in a good handsome salary, and he's working in DRAM and all those. There's analysis of those. So yes, there is an R&D, but yes, if you want to go deeper into your knowledge, the PhD, it's a one way out. You can do in sponsored fellowship as well. There is a provision in IITs and IITs and different colleges as well. If you completed your 3 years in your corporate world, you can your company will provide you a PhD platform, and you can join some IITs and all. So in a remote way, you can do complete your PhD.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Maybe I'll try to get IIT, and I'll love to work with you. Thank you very much.
Any other student? Shivani.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I have done my BTech in electrical and electronics engineering, sir. So if I want to pursue my MTech in VLSI, what book should I start? Means for basics of MOSFET and PN junction, which book would you refer, sir, for me to study?
For all, I guess it's Donald A. Neiman. You go through it. First, you start with Donald A. Neiman. Then you go for a bit higher. Robert Parrott book is there. It is good. So Donald A. Neiman, why I'm saying it's really kind of when you go when you go through that book, right? You'll get all those connecting dots, and you'll get the interest. Apart from that, many NPTEL certification courses are there. NPTEL videos are there. You can just search it out from solid state electronics and all. You go through it. As of now, 3 books are there. One is Donald A. Neiman, one is Robert Parrott, and one is this Treatment and Banerjee. So I read apart from that also Milliman Halkias and all those. But as of now, I can suggest as for basic only 3.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next.
Any other?
Yes, sir.
Hi. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, sir. Good evening, sir. Actually, I have 2 questions for you. Let's say, first of all, I will tell you my background. I have given my GATE from electronics, and I have like nearly around 500 score. I just and I'm actually working in Schneider Electric India Private Limited as an analog engineer, and I have very good interest in VLSI domain. So I just wanted to know, like in our company, what I'm doing is I'm doing the hardware part where I design where I design circuitry and make sure it comes into prototype. So I just wanted to know like what I will do when I will get the VLSI degree. I will be working on semiconductor level, or I will be doing the same thing what I'm doing here.
No, anything. I mean, it depends. VLSI is not a single semiconductor device. It's a vast area, right?
Okay.
That's what you can see in every institute. There is a branch, or you can say degree of microelectronics in VLSI. It comes under circuit. It comes under fabrication, devices, and all those stuff. What you are doing about the analog and all, right?
Correct.
Answer to your question: if you really want to be interested in PhD or so, and you want to still your continuing job, you complete your job there for at least 2 years, I think 3, and after 3 years you can apply as a sponsored candidate.
Okay, sir, we'll surely look into that. And sir, one more
Sure.
question. Let's say
Yes.
in VLSI, you design your circuit. Let's say you create some IC from it, and then how you how you give where you give that for fabrication. Let's say we, as of my knowledge, we don't have any fabrication place where we could fabricate our IC. As of my knowledge, I don't know.
Yeah. So it again it depends on your collaboration. It depends on your networks. So if you are in academy or industry, one important thing is network. How much good network you have, it depends, right? Other way out, if you do not have network also, you designed a till layout, you can do your simulations. Then you for the course layout, you will send those files to either of the foundries like TSMC, right? Like SCL. SCL is working in not lower nodes, around 180 or 90 nanometers only. But if you want, like say 28 nanometer a chip fabricated, right?
Yes,
so you can send it to TSMC. One of my colleague here, he sent one ICs recently in TSMC, and it get done fabricated in 3 or 4 months, I guess. So again, it depends, right? Suppose you are having no networks, you are sending something to the foundry, to TSMC, right? It may take 8 months, may take 1 year, right? But if you have a good contacts, and you have a regular customer of that, it will you will get in 3 months. That's what we got in 3 months. And then what you'll do, you will design that chip. It is up to your design, and then you characterize it in India.
Yes,
but still we do have some fabrication. As of my knowledge, IIT Madras is started their working on FinFETs, fabricating. We are also doing some fabrication of small nanoscale devices like sensors, the 2-plate, only the 2-terminal devices like that. So IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay through INU program. Have you heard about INU program? So INU program, you can join this type of INU, INUP.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Through that, you can join this, or you can access these labs, IIT Bombay, IISc Bangalore, IIT Kharagpur, and all. And you can drop a project there. If your project gets selected, you will get a call from those IITs for using their labs. They will teach you. They will help you to fabricate your device, which is possible here in India with their equipments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, yes, I have heard about that Shakti processor. I believe that was manufactured by IIT Madras itself. Shakti,
yeah, so
one processor was, yes.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. This is Neeraj again. Just one question. I suppose I want to work under you. So what would be the procedure? I need to go through the procedure through, first join IIT and then interviews and what are the procedure we have?
The procedure is there. It is there in the website. You can you can fill your form. Then after your GATE, based on your GATE score, they will the internal committee will decide the minimum GATE score. Based on that, we'll call up for your written test and interview. So a written test will include two parts. Basically, it will include half part, the basic knowledge of that particular branch. Suppose you are applying for electronics, so basic knowledge. And then they will ask for the specification. So if you're interested in signal processing, there is a one section for signal processing. So you need to solve that. After written test, there will be an interview. And after interview, you can come up in IIT for a PhD. And PhD, again, there is a program, maybe you need to complete your coursework based on your credits. So in general, it should be a 14 or 11 credit course, then followed by a seminar, then followed by a comprehensive, and it will take around 1.5 years or so. And then, I mean, from the first day only, you can start your research. But yeah, this is a procedure to get in.
Okay, just one question. So is there any window or quarter I can apply, or I can apply today itself? I mean, what would be the, just
no, there is a window. There is a window in every IIT, in every organization. There is a window. So here also it's 17th March to 17th April, I guess. It's the last date for applying here in IIT.
17th April is the last date, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Sir, my question is, because I have given the GATE 2023 and I have been scrolling through all the IIT's forums and their branches. So I've found one thing, that in every department, whether it is a VLSI, communication, RF, microwave, the curriculum, there's a course inside the courses that we are going to learn there contains all of these domains. Like in VLSI domain, it contains RF also, it contains embedded system, it contains ICs technology. So being a semiconductor engineer, like you said, you are a semiconductor enthusiast, whether you have to consider the communication part, RF part of that particular chip.
Actually, if you see carefully, all the curriculum will be designed by very high and proficient senior professors. So if you go through thoroughly, right, there will be some core courses, there will be some elective courses. So core courses, suppose you are going for signal processing branch, or let's say VLSI branch, there will not be a core course of communication. You check it once again. There will not be a course of communication, right? There will be a core courses too, maybe, because you need to complete only 5 courses in a semester, right? There will be 2 courses, which is maybe related to the communication, the core communication, or maybe related to the communication. But yes, there is a chances for 3 electives. In electives, you can go for communications, right? And why it is happening? Because you are in 2023, right? You are not in 1990. So we are interdisciplinary world, right? So we are equipped with many elements which we even know. I wore watch. I don't know what is happening there. So it is interdisciplinary. So the curriculum will be there. And if you see the curriculum revision also, it take place in every 4 years or maybe every 3 years, right? Because of these things, because we need to cope up with the leading edge technologies, with the leading edge world, right? So it is there. You check it once again. The core courses, it should be related with that, or it is there, and the elective is there. You can opt elective for the interdisciplinary.
Yes, sir, surely. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, one more question. Sir, actually, you have done your MTech first, then you have done your PhD, correct?
Yes.
So does it take you more than 3 years after MTech for PhD, or it was completed within 3 years?
No, MTech is 2 years. MS is for 3 years. Yeah, MTech is 2 years. But I think earlier YourPedia was not there, right? So we didn't have any what you can say, the motivational or this kind of platform who can tell us. So honestly speaking, very honest, in an online platform, I didn't know about the PhD after direct. I mean, it's direct PhD after me. I didn't know.
Okay.
I got it when I was doing MTech. Then it was like, yeah, it's okay. I mean, the time flies, right? And the time flies already. So I joined BTech, I joined MTech, I completed 2 years there, and then I finished my PhD in 4 years. So it's all about 6 years.
Sir, you were able to balance your work along with your life?
It's a good question. Seems it's 9 and still I'm there in my office.
Yes.
So you can check out. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on your passion. Because my family, my wife, she is so supportive. Because I'm at the 9 also, I'm doing something, right? So it's no worries. It depends on your understanding. It depends on your your situations, your family, right? Somehow, someday it's like the whole day I do not have any work. Someday I'm completely busy till 4 a.m. So we had spent a lot of time with, means I even, we in the sense me and two of my friends. So we spend a lot of good nights just to do simulations, to write up till 5 a.m. So I come up with one line which is very which is actually a lifeline of my thing. Our life is not DC signal. I think all of you know the DC signal. Our life should be like a AC signal, right? It should be go like this. So if the plus is the peak is coming, surely the downfall will come, surely, right? And if the down, you are at down, surely the peak will come. So enjoy your roller coasting life. That's
Great, sir. Great, sir.
I'm enjoying that. But please keep following your passion. Because honestly speaking, I when I joined IIT after my postdoc coming back to Germany, I joined just because my mother said you are getting a government job, you joined it. Okay, I joined. But 2.5 years, I was not satisfied. I was not happy. Somehow in the corner, I was not happy. I told to my brother and all, right? But when I got IIT, right, I was satisfied. That was my dream. I saw that dream in 2010 when I was in BTech second year. I got that dream or achieved after 12 years, right? It's okay, but I got it.
Yes.
So please stick with the dream and enjoy your life like a roller coaster. I enjoyed my PhD life like hell. So it's a different story. It's right, really, I enjoyed life. And I'm still enjoying it.
Great, sir. Thanks a lot.
So just one question. So just one question, sir. I know it's a very basic question. So is there any criteria where we can get the stipend while doing the PhD or anything?
It is it is GATE qualified. GATE qualified. If you are
So
GATE qualified
means any specific score or?
That's what I'm saying. If you are having a GATE qualification, you applied for PhD based on the selection, based on this internal committee, they will decide to whom to call. If you are getting call for written test and you got into PhD, you are qualified.
Okay.
So based on that,
and
we'll
the
send
stipend is
MHRD and that stipend.
Okay, and then the stipend is fixed for all the institute like NITIE, IIT, or the
it is
the differences.
But it depends again on the fellowship. If you are applying for some Vishwasaraya fellowship, the stipend is different. If you are applying for PMRF, Prime Minister Research Fellowship, the stipend is different, right? So in some research fellowship, but if you are applying general MHRD fellowship, you will get 31,000 for starting 2 years, 35,000 for the rest of the 3 years.
Okay, and is there any facility for married student or something?
It is there. It is there. Yes, it is there.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for this.
They will allot you the married quarters as well.
Okay, and that is included in the stipend as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this information.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, sir, my name is Varun. Sir, actually, I have this question like right now I've done my BTech and I'm really interested in PhD field. Like this PhD is really motivate me. So I'm just thinking like what factors should I consider before going into this part, or this is not just something impulsive motivation that I'm getting by hearing the to go in as a PhD. Like what factors should a student should
more
consider?
Than enough. As per of me, is more than enough. Every day you are getting motivation.
Yes, sir.
Every day you are. It's not like you need to wait to getting the motivation. You got the motivation, you just join it. But make sure. I saw the people. Means one of very close friend. He I can say he wasted his 8 years. 8 years, just because he was trying to get into GATE. 8 years. It's not like that. Everything is having an elastic potential. That's it. As to if you are, so know your potential. After 5 years, after 3 years, if you are like, okay, I cannot do GATE, it's okay. There is no harm in that. Leave that. Maybe you are meant for some other thing, right? So if you are getting something, yes, you need to go for PhD, go for it, right? One day, if you will not get, it's okay. But every day, try to build the motivation. It's not like you just join the PhD and you are happy. No. The happiness will come later. You are in this phase, the roller coasting phase.
ACDC, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, people say that you should have financial stable background that
No,
would.
yeah, it's not like I didn't was my father, how he taught me, means he was paying the school fees, but now I'm in quite stable position. So it's not financial things will never come into picture.
Yes.
If you are feeling that, if you are feeling that, financial things are there, try harder, get some scholarships. A lot of scholarship, Indian government scholarships are there, which even we don't know, we are not availing. Avail that scholarship. I did my BTech with 4,000 rupees only. 4,000, 4 years. I was just paying the library fees because I got the stipend. I was topper, so I got the complete wave of my this. I did my MTech with only 4,400 rupees. So,
and sir, those who are not toppers.
it's not about the topper here. It's not, it's really not about the topper. It's just about the motivation to work on.
Yes, yes, sir.
The top, being a topper is just by a cherished thing, what I was getting. So I just did a lot of work. There is a motivation. No, I need to do something a bit harder, because as I said, because my uncle was there, I just want to see that pride. Yeah, that Bagga ka bhatija ne ye kiya, like that. So there was a motivation for me. But if not, it's okay. It's okay, completely okay. Being a topper is not a trademark. Being a good person and being a successful in your own eyes, it's very important. If you
Yes.
feel at the end of your life, at the end, the deathbed, if you feel I was successful, I'm successful, it's completely more than enough.
Yes, sir. And so there are a few more questions. Like, how industry see a PhD scholar? They say that after doing PhD, you will do a research work in some company or be a assistant professor or professor in colleges only.
It depends on your personal will. Me and one of my friend, they did PhD together. We were very close friends still. He was not interested after so many counseling. He was not interested in academia. He said, no, I want to join in industry only. But as per of me, if you are saying, I was completely not interested to go into this, because when I was in class 8, I started teaching. I used to teach to my the children of my maids who is coming in my house, right? So that auntie used to say, "Mere do bacche hain," just to teach them. So I started in class 8, and from that period to till this period, I'm learning. Even today also, I went to my class. I enjoyed my class. Still, daily I'm enjoying my class. So I'm enjoying my teaching. So it depends on your enjoyment. If I'm not an industry person, I really don't like to work on the industry. My brother is working in industry. His life balance is okay. But generally, I used to say, see, look at me. I'm here. Whenever I'm feel free, I'm working till night. Someday I'm going for a ride. I love driving. I'm going for a long drive generally, right? So it depends on your what life you want.
It is more like self-employed.
Self-employed, what you can say, it's not self-employed. It depends on if you want to join industry. Self-choice, you can say. Don't go for the other choice. Self-choice.
Yes, sir. And sir, like how a PhD student, like if I choose direct PhD, like how will I find my, like how you find your, like you said that I will do research in fintech in this part. Like how a student reach that point, like this is the topic in which I have to do my
that comes out the role of a PhD supervisor. So in an initial phase, your PhD supervisor will help you to provide a platform. You read this, you do this, and all. We do have one joint collaboration. I do have a joint collaboration with IIT NITIIT. We are working in that. Recently, a PhD scholar joined direct from direct a PhD after BTech. So as a supervisor, the professor from IIT is guiding. You read this, come up with this, give presentation and all. So this is just a training of that student, right? Who don't know anything about the research, but we are just providing a training, right? As a supervisor, here comes the role. But after 1 year, when the student get matured, he will teach us. So this is the thing happening.
So most of that thing depends on like the college and the professor in which you are working under.
Yes, honestly, yes. It depends.
Yeah,
it depends on the college. Plus, I'll give much preference to the person. When I got PhD, I got admission. I got selected for IIT KGP, Kharagpur, IIT Delhi, IIT Indore, I guess, and IIT Roorkee. But I selected just because of my supervisor. I selected IIT because of my supervisor. So he's a genuine person. So because PhD means If you are expecting your life will be 60, right? So 1/12 part, 5 years you are spending with a person who will be treated as your local guardian, right? So you need to decide that person as well, which is very important. Your supervisor selection is very important, and institute. Yeah. So I'll give the second rank to institute, instead first rank to the person.
Yes, sir. And sir, last question is that, sir, there's a lot of buzz in India about like semiconductor boom hone wala hai. And Indian government $10 billion what you sir Vedanta करके कोई company गुजरात में कुछ
Yes,
कर रही
it's
है.
a yes.
So sir,
It is.
like,
It is there.
yeah. So sir, like, is this like something which will like change Indian image, or is this just like in something in talks?
Yes, yes, it will. It will. Because nowadays you are governed with the semiconductor, right? You are governed with the semiconductors because you are doing. Just take a simple example. We are doing a video chat, Zoom, right? With mobile laptops, it's semiconductor. The display systems, right? So Indian government is investing 76,000 crores. 76,000 crores. If government is investing that much amount, it means they do have a good minds. They have the brilliant minds who thought of the economy, who thought of the future of India, right? So definitely. And what will happen if you are, suppose you are starting a new company, right? And you invested only 7 lakhs. So what do you need? You need a manpower, right? So if the manpower comes into picture, the jobs will come.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay,
Sir.
so I think now we have discussed a lot of things, and it's sir, काफी time अभी काफी हो गया होगा late.
Yes.
Dinner time. So
It's okay.
last one question from any girl side, because they did not ask much questions.
Please, we are motivating the women empowerment.
Yes, any girl, don't feel any hesitation. Whatever queries you are having in your mind, ask.
Sir, if I
Yes, Iliga, yes, continue.
She is not audible to me. She is not saying
Hello.
something. Yes, yes,
Hello.
please.
Sir, if I join join as a PhD scholar in any IIT or any NIT, then if the supervisor has to teach me everything from the basics, then what about my BTech project and BTech?
Do you know what we say to supervisors? Generally, it's guide. He is my guide. She is my guide, right? So he'll not teach you anything, honestly. He'll guide you. He'll give you many paths to learn on. That's it. It depends on you where you are going, right? That's what I said. It's a cumulative learning process. PhD is a cumulative learning process. First few years, 1 or 2, the guide will help you to go in this area. I'm doing in this area. I can help you in this a broader way. But yes, if you will come up with some extraordinary ideas and you say, no, sir, we will work in that area, I'm sure 99% in the cases, the supervisor will happily accept that idea. He'll motivate you. Yes, you work in that area. We will expand our new research. And after 2 years, you will be the source of learning, because as a supervisor, faculty is not getting enough time to read those research papers, to do the simulations, to do those stuff. Even I do have 2-3 PhD scholars. They are doing daily. They are calling me. They are sending me the mails. Sir, read this paper. If you are free, sir, read this paper. So they are doing that. So it's they are in 4th year. They both are in 4th year. So they are just doing a replicate work. Now there's a cycle way back. Initially, I guided them. You do like this, make a diagrams like this, right? Okay, write a paper like this. But now the reverse process is going now. So it will happen in your PhD thing, right? So the supervisor will guide you. He will not teach you everything, because he is only having a command in one subject or one domain, not all, right?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir. So I think it's enough today. And
okay.
Hello, sir. Sir, one question. Can I ask?
Please.
Sir, I have a GATE score of 555 and I belong to OBC category. So with the previous cutoff, I saw that I can get mid-range NITs, VLSI only, and
Okay.
some new IITs like IIT Mandi, Bhubaneshwar or IIT Jammu. So where to go? New IITs or the old NITs, mid-range one?
You are interested in? Yeah.
VLSI
Sudhanshu,
and
again-
embedded system.
Okay. Sudhanshu, I cannot see. I cannot comment much. Why? Because instead of naming the IITs, I can say if you are getting a good faculties there. Suppose I am taking a random XYZ NIT, and you are filling that form for NIT, and it is having an excellent faculty profile in NIT, right? So I would suggest you go for that. Because instead of going in some ABC IIT which is having a very few numbers of faculty or which is not up to the mark, right? So instead of this, you go through the profiles of the faculty where you want to go in, check and then apply.
Sir,
But
I have
instead, just one thing I want to mention. What we do generally, we decided by ourselves. Like we will not get this IIT. Let's say IIT Bombay will not get based on that. But you fill it at least, right? Because in some situations it happened. We saw that situations as well. Because maybe in that case some students are not happened, and luckily you will get something, right? So apply at least. Few students they started applying from the NITs or from the lower IITs because they knew this much score is not applicable to them. Yeah, if it is not extraordinary, right? Don't apply for IISc, IIT Bombay, but at least apply for others. There is a lot of interdisciplinary branches are there. You'll get it.
Sir, actually, I have searched for the professor profile for IIT Jammu. They introduced a VLSI course just previous year. The professors are completed their PhD from IIT Bombay. So is it? But the specialization is new there. So is it wise to join there? Because professors are good.
You are directly striking your ball in someone's head. So, right. I mean, you just took two IIT names, the professors, the department, and now you are saying to answer. It's really not possible.
Sir, I'm not want answer. I just want your perspective only for placement and study wise both.
See, placement wise, study wise, degree wise, IIT is best, right? But if you see a new faculty join somewhere, right, and experienced faculty is getting, experienced faculty is there, and he's doing extraordinary research, right? Because you are going for research, right? So
Yes.
Extraordinary research. So try for that, approach for that. Other way out, you can join IIT also, right? Because the IIT is seriously a brand. Do not follow, yeah, but in the real life, in the sense, don't get motivated if you are not getting IIT. It's completely okay. But yes, there is a brand. I mean, it's okay somehow if you are not wearing a branded T-shirt. It's okay, right? But we are living happy life. But yes, if you are getting a chance to wear a branded T-shirt, go for the branded T-shirt. So IIT is a brand.
Sir, what to see in the
Thank you, sir.
profile? Sir, what to see in the profile of professors? Like you said, like search the
See how
profile.
active he is, how active he is in research, what are his possible collaborations, his research papers, his projects, active patents, right? So this is the profile which is actually, see, suppose a professor joined somewhere, right? And he stopped doing research. So there is no need in that. And a few are there who joined IITs. They are just they are not actively working in the research area. So if you will join, you will be a passive element, right? To cope up with the active leading edge, you need to find some active researchers. You can find out the latest research papers, research patents, research projects, what he is carrying out. All the things are there in his or her profile. You can go through it.
Sir, is there any common platform for this, like Google Scholar or something?
No. You need to go in every profile and you need to check.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now we can end this session. And
Okay. So thank you to you and YourPedia. So I got chance to interact with almost 65 students or more than that.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, ये बहुत needed है because students और आपके पास ही उनको जाना है अल्टीमेटली कहीं ना कहीं। तो
I hope that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
hope maybe out of this crowd, I'll get one good student or few more. I'm looking for students to work on artificial intelligence to novel nanoscale devices. So if I'll get it, I'll happily interact with those here in interview or in written test.
Sir, can you share your email in the chat?
I can.
you can find the profile also, sir, in
Yeah, you can find a profile. There is the email is there.
Yes, sir. I have already sent on LinkedIn request.
Right. Okay. Okay. We'll check that. So yeah, I'm sending my email address.
So you people can see here in IIT Bhubaneshwar's website, you can find the detailed profile of sir. Okay. So sir, बच्चों ने आपसे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन पूछे हैं और हमने भी आपसे काफी क्वेश्चन पूछे एंड यू पोलाइटली आंसर्ड, बहुत अच्छे तरीके से आपने आंसर किया। अब मेरी एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप जरा इन बच्चों की थोड़ी सी टेस्टिंग कर लें एक दो क्वेश्चन आपकी तरफ से रैंडमली बच्चों से हो जाए, 1 or 2 क्वेश्चंस।
मुझे अभी एक ये क्वेश्चन है कि ये जो मतलब जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो बीटेक के हैं कि एमटेक के हैं? I mean, they already completed their
मेजॉरिटी जो है वो बीटेक कर चुके हैं या अभी फाइनल ईयर में है एंड सम ऑफ देम हैव डन एमटेक लुकिंग फॉर पीएचडी।
Okay, okay. And how many of you are looking for, just raise your hands, how many of you are looking for PhD or academia?
Direct PhD या PhD,
direct PhD or MTech and
raise your
PhD.
hand, those interested in PhD.
Okay. So here few it's good. I mean, actually, I generally used to be happy to see this kind of things because ultimately we need researchers. Okay, so we do have Akash, Shashank, Siddhi, Shivani. So let's take one quick question. Shashank, can you please unmute yourself? Can you say why you want to do this? Right? What is the motivation behind?
Sir, actually, from BTech only, I'm into research field. And because in BTech, I've joined one project with central government, MGIRI.
Okay.
It's a research and development program under MSME.
Okay.
And so there, I worked under pollen, drying the pollen grains with the use of sunlight. We developed
nice.
many projects on that, and I've done some research on that. So basically, I want to do something in sustainable development. Not this. I just want to know that what PhD students do. So I joined this session.
Okay. So you
really
get the answer or no?
Yes, I really got very much motivated by you, sir.
Okay, thank you. So one more thing I missed, we enjoyed a lot. The PhD student enjoying their life a lot, right?
Yes, sir. I know.
We used to get chai pe charcha. Right? It's a most incredible part of our life. Generally, you come at 9 in the lab. You start your working at 11:30. One of your friend will come. He'll say, "Chalo, chai peene chalta hai." Right? So this is also a motivation thing. You'll get it in your PhD, right? And then again lunch, again evening tea, night tea. We used to take Maggie at 5 a.m. after completing our work. Yeah.
Sir, I know, sir.
So it would be easier.
Yes, sir.
Get into PhD. Okay. Yeah, it's all so. So there is a Siddhi, why you want to do PhD?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Siddhi. Why you
Sir,
want to do PhD?
Sir, I want to pursue my career in energy sector in India. I want to learn thoroughly in this field, and I want to work with government. I want to work with think tanks. I want to work with prestigious organizations so I can contribute to them. And yes, sir, that's it.
That's nice. Why I'm asking this question, because when I joined PhD, right, honestly speaking, to be very, very honest, I had my goals that I need to get a name of doctorate in front of my name. I mean, just doctor word, right? So that was a goal, a small goal. But when I used to tell to my other colleagues in trains or so, right, why you are doing PhD? The answer was, yaar, isse zyada paisa to corporate mein bhi nahi. That time our stipend got increased from 25 to 30, right? Now again, it is in next pay commission it will increase. So I'm happy to hear this kind of things, what Siddhi and Shashank said. But earlier the motivation was like only money, right? So yeah, money you will get in your life. But what you
So
are
earlier,
saying,
my motivation was also to get doctor in front of my name. But as I went through the journey and I got to know
you're enjoying
what are
that
the
journey, right?
yes, sir.
That's good. That's good. Okay, sir. So this is all from my side. It's a very happening audience. Thank you to all.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Or thanks, students, for joining this session. I wish you all the best. Fulfill your dreams. Okay, we are with you.